Y'all, what am I listening to? I'm listening to this crazy man and talking to Angie Love on the phone right now. This dude just said Adam and Eve. Oh, I'm finna go live right now. I'm going live right now. What was that, Saints? Oh my God. What did I listen to, y'all? I'm talking to Angie Love. I'm talking to Angie Love on the phone, y'all, right now. What in the world did we just got through listening to? Did this man really say? Did this say that Adam was butt broke? Yo, I can't. Okay, y'all. For some of those who don't know what's going on, some guy, what is his name? I got Angie Love on the phone. What is this man's name? I don't want to remember this man's name. Well, let me find this. He said, y'all, we got to be more careful in what we listen to. Everybody ain't teaching anything that's sensible. Stop, Rio. Stop it. Y'all, wait a minute. I got to find this man's name. What did I just listen to? What? Bye. Y'all, let me find this man's name. What is this man's name? What is this? Y'all, what is this man's name? Jesus, what did I just listen to? Y'all, this man pulled every single conspiracy in the. Oh my gosh. Y'all, what is this bishop's name? Y'all, can y'all put the man's name in the chat or something? Mama. Huh, hold on one second. Hold on. Out of order, y'all. I tried. I can't get those 2 hours of my life back. What is this man's name? So y'all, okay. So some of y'all that don't know what's going on, there's this bishop that says that he knows how Darby was assassinated. So off the rip, everybody is tuned in like, what he knows? All of us, we all love Pastor Darby. And hold on, Rio is in rap form. Stop. Oh my gosh, y'all. Stop, Rio. Rio is in rap form, y'all. No. Y'all, my dog is in rap form right now. Because I've been listening to foolishness. So this man says his name is Sam Wick. No, his name is Sam Wick. So he says that he knows how Darby was assassinated. So, off the rip, that's just pure clickbait. Everybody been like, we got to go watch him. We're going to watch him because he knows how Darby was assassinated. We know how Darby was assassinated. So all of us ran over there. It was a bunch of us. So the live is going on right now as we speak. This man got 2,000 people listening to him. So off the rip, he said, y'all, I have some information. And he pubbed it on last night. So somebody sent me the link to this dude and said, go watch him. He said he knows how Darby has passed away. So first thing afterward, I'm like, how do you get a hold of this information? That type of information. Hold on. Y'all, at this point, I don't care what Rio gets a hold to. So after rip, we sitting there. I said, okay, I'm gonna watch this man. So he talked about it yesterday. I said, I'm gonna watch it today. So I was on the train, and I got on the train, and I said, I'm going to go watch this. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. So I finally got to watching it. So first and foremost, he started going through every single conspiracy theory. And I'm not saying it's a conspiracy, but I'm just saying in general. That's what they call it. Every single Project MLK, Project Naomi, Project this, Project that, Margaret Sanger. He just started connecting all of the conspiracy theories. And I'm off the rip saying, some ain't quite right. Angie Love can tell y'all off the rip. I was just like, oh, my spidey senses is telling me, my spidey senses are telling me some ain't quite right. But I'm just going to sit in here. So, I'm commenting in the chat. I'm like, the whole crew is here. So he already off the rip an hour late. So I said, Angie, when people are late for something like this, saying that he knows that. Now, keep in mind, his live is, what does his live say? Hold on. I got to give the title of his live. Y'all, Rio is in rare form. That's all I got to say. So he said, the assassination of Pastor Stephen Darby. So off the rip, when you have a live like that, that's clickbait. Clickbait off the rip. Now keep in mind, if he is using Stephen Darby's name to get people to come and listen to his live, I got a serious problem with that. That man is dead and he's gone. And you need to respect this man and his family. So I'm not happy about that. Off the rip, I'm mad about that. So I'm sitting here and I'm listening and I'm like, he kept saying, I know who assassinated Stephen Darby. I know who assassinated Stephen Darby. And I'm sitting here like, sir, leave this man alone. Why can't we just leave this man alone? He did a great work in the kingdom. Let him rest. Let him rest. So I'm already irritated, but I said, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch it. This man talked in circles for 2 hours. And ever so often he'll say the assassination of Stephen Darby, Project or NK Naomi, whatever. I said, this dude keeps talking. Now keep in mind, he was an hour late for his live. And I told Angie, I said, he's late because he's making people get on the live. He's waiting for a certain number to hit. Some said he was waiting for 200. I said, I think he's waiting for 200 people. He finally got on the live an hour later. It was about 45 minutes into it. Got on the live and started ranting and raving about every single conspiracy you can think of. The whole time he's saying, Naomi Campbell, MK Naomi, I'm building the foundation. Now keep in mind, yesterday he was asking for $1,000. Keep in mind. Stop, Rio. Y'all, Rio is in rare form today. Now, I'm sitting, no. Yeah, I'm sorry. This dog, I'm finna put him up. Angie, I'm sending Rio to you in a, when I come and visit, I'm bringing Rio with me and I'm leaving him where you are because I'm over him now. No. Y'all hear him right now. Can y'all hear him? Saints, this man yesterday kept saying, give the bishop $50. Give the bishop $1,000. So off the rip, I'm like, I'm not giving Ant nigga any of my money. Ant nigga is not getting a quarter. He get 50 cents. So I'm sitting there listening and I'm off the rip saying, I was like, something ain't quite right about this. But I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen because maybe he do got some information. Y'all, he was an hour late. Then he started going into a rant and rave on every conspiracy theory. Has he even talked about UFOs yet? I'm waiting on that. Has the UFO came up yet? I'm talking about Project this, and the whole time he's using Stephen Darby's. That right there made me mad. Like, you're using this. I really hope that somebody reports him because he's playing games with this man's legacy and his name so he can get visibility. He ain't got no respect for this man. No respect for this man. That's why I said I'm out. I was just intrigued to see if he really knew something. He did not know anything. And the crazy thing is, this man is still talking. He got 2,000 people talking. What kills me is if I created a channel full of conspiracy theories, I probably would have 100,000 followers. But because I'm like, I can focus on what all they've done. Let's talk about the spirit of man. Let's talk about our spirit, our walk with the Most High. We probably ain't gonna get that many people to follow us. But foolishness like what he doing, 2,000 people eating it up. I'm talking about he went from. I'm talking about y'all. I promise you, I can't even put words. What made me just say I am done was when he said Adam. We talk about Adam, the first man was. Did he say butt broke by Satan? I said I'm done. That's it. I'm out. That was the point when he said Adam was butt broke by Satan, and people are steadily liking. And did he say by Satan? Saints, I ain't heard nothing else since then. I said one thing. I said, y'all, I'm about to go live. I can't because niggas get a job. That's my whole point. Rio, you're gonna get put up right now. Hold on, y'all. Brooklyn, you want to talk to Daniel? I will send him to you. Hold on. In you go, my friend. Rest yourself. Hold on, y'all. I'm back. This dog is cutting up sideways. Rio is locked up now. He said, oh, that is so true. That nigga done gooped us, baby. We been over there. Somebody said, run, Rio. I'm finna seek Rio on him. I'm done. He done tricked us. He done took 2 hours out of our day. I could have been working on something else. He's using Darby's name. And I don't care about him talking about me. He can come in this chat because I'm finna read him for his life. Why would you use this man's name to get clicks? You got to have a level of respect for this man's legacy. I just wanted to see how grimy that live could get. And it got real grimy. When he said Adam was butt broke, I said, huh? I couldn't, I ain't gonna even talk about. Somebody said Rio locked up today. Yes, he done got locked up. He's in reform today. Y'all, I can't. I can't. Everybody is. Have y'all know that everybody over there was captivated by everything he was saying? And I was like, hey, he sound crazy. Y'all don't hear this? And I kept, when I tell y'all, I done called Angela up so many times, like, Angie, what is this? What is this man talking about? Angela's like, I'm just gonna stick on in here, sis, to see what he talking about. So I go back in and listen. I call her back and be like, one while Angie just quit answering the phone. I was like, you're gonna answer this phone, ma'am, because this man has lost his mind. And when he said Adam was butt broke, I said, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna keep calling you until you answer the phone, Angela. Somebody gotta listen to me right now. This nigga lost his mind. I'm done. Brew Queen, I saw you in there. I was like, poor Brew Queen is over there praying. I'm talking about praying hard. Y'all, this goes to show everybody with YouTube channels and large followings does not necessarily make it seem as if they got it together. I bet you if I did a live right now saying UFOs are coming to pick us up, I would have 3,000 people listening to me. I'm confused how that targeting related to. I'm so confused. Then he said Darby was teaching about gene editing. That's why they came for him. I was like, first and foremost, if you follow Diary, you know he did teach about that. So he's not telling us anything that we already don't know about Stephen Darby, Pastor Stephen Darby. Just, I said, maybe he finna pull. Then he said, y'all, you talk about that lady, y'all, but I'm not dropping that link because she'll come up here. Hit one if you was listening to him. I want to see how many of us was in that chat. I just want to see how many of us was in that chat. Thank you. And everybody's just eat, and his entire chat is eating it up. I'm talking about they eating it. Plus, I just want to go back and see how many people. Y'all, I'm a glutton for punishment. I want to see how many people got that. Twice does. This man is still talking, y'all, and he got his number dropped to 1,900. So I guess 100 of y'all that was watching him is over here. Y'all, this man, and people are listening to him. Even Rio pissed off. He said homosexual demon in Atlanta. Okay, so what the? Hold on. Everybody like right apostle. Lord, I'm over it now. I can't believe I wasted. I can't believe I wasted. You was listening to him, Elephant Man. I saw you in there at the beginning. Don't play. I saw you pop up in there. You probably didn't stay long. Y'all, this is why we have to be very, 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 very careful. This dude used he didn't trick everybody. He used clickbait. And then what's so crazy is his screen started freezing up, and I was like, hey, they trying to shut you down. I'm trying to get him to hurry up. Hurry up and get straight to the point. Y'all, I can't. I was so confused. For y'all that like Pat, like right here, like Angela said, for all that missed it, you didn't miss much. Don't go over there. This man started talking about female genitalia really meaning a part of a woman's body, meaning did he say Roman government or hierarchy? I was like, now he's being weird now. That's when it started getting real weird when he was talking about a female sexual organ and it being a government something like an official. He said something like it is a Roman government position or something. It got real weird. I said, this is turning weird. He kept talking about the female organ. I said, this is getting weird. Then he said Mendenhall means bud broke. Then he said Mendenhall and Adam. I said, no, this Negro ain't. He said, see, Adam was butt broke. I said, I am out. I'm done. I was like, Papa, what he said, I can stand. I've taken all that I can stand, and I can't stand no more. That's how I hit. I was like, out. I've been listening to this man since what time? 9:00. 9:00, and he has not said anything about Darby, and that's all he's talking about is weird stuff. I can't. He went from talking about female anatomy to Adam to being butt broke. And when he said, he said, see, some people can't take this. I'm definitely that one that cannot take that. You are being weird, and you done got real weird. It got real weird, and people are eating it up, y'all. I'm gonna start a channel and just start saying anything. Just Adam was a. I'm finna just I can't even make it up. I just can't figure out. Y'all. And here we go with Rio. Rio, hush. Y'all, I have heard it all today. I have wasted 2 hours of my day. 2 hours. 2 hours of my day listening to that foolishness. This dude, then I can't explain. I can't. I even misspelled. What did I listen to? I'm gonna have to reword it. It's supposed to be one T-O. I was so confused. Let me see if I can reword this, because Saints be like, your English is horrible. Let me see. Can I save it? Hopefully I can save it. Y'all, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm so confused, y'all. What did I listen to? I might drop the link. Maybe one of his followers would be. This is for real how weird cults get started, with people saying dumb stuff like what we just heard. Oh my gosh, this dude that went through some comedic stuff with a little splash of Israelite, with a little splash of Pentecostal, with a little smidgen of apostolic. He said something else about. He said something about something is apostolic. I can't remember what he said, and I texted to somebody. I said, "I'm done. I'm done." He said throne means apostolic something. I said, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done, y'all. Y'all, I can't. Susan said, "Who is this?" Since if we directed you to him, you would be mad at every single person in this chat who's listening to him. I don't even want to waste your time. Oh, this dude ain't got no information on Darby. He just want folks to listen to him. Hold on, let me make sure I've unsubscribed to him because I was subscribed to him for a second, a little hot minute. I can't, y'all. I can't unlisten to that. I can't unlisten to it. Let me see. He's still talking. He's still talking. Let me make sure I am unsubbed from this nutcase right here. I have heard it all. I need Darby's wife to get his pay. It is 1,965 people watching this. That means we fall for anything in the world. Oh my gosh. It's so many people. And it's some people that's with us still sitting over there. I couldn't listen. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to put the link. I'm so outdone what I just listened to. Oh my goodness. I didn't even like the video. Did I like it? Make sure I didn't like the video. I didn't like it. When I say unsubscribe so quick, I can't. What he said, y'all give the bishop $50 when he said $1,000. Something told me, self, do not listen to this man's foolishness. But me being who I am, like, let me go over here and see what he talked about. That's all. I don't remember. I can't remember what he said as far as blasphemy. Do we really have to? What is this man's name again? I don't even know this man's name. Somebody said share his name. Put his name in the chat. I'm not listening to him anymore. It just hits a point. It just hits a point where you just be like, people are really in here saying, yes, indeed. Hey, Bishop, who is calling this man a bishop? I want Berea to do a live on him. Do one on him. This man is crazy and special. He said $1,000 prayer line. I said, I'm done. We did not. And me and Angela was on the phone. I was like, Angie, something ain't right. Angie said, sis, you right. But we gonna listen to this. Well, I said we're gonna listen to it. She said, well, I'm gonna listen for a little bit. I had a problem because he was an hour late off the top. You was hours late. You was an hour late, sir. Nut. I'm talking about. I have heard it all. J Mac, yep. Send that on over to Berean. Berean have a good time with that one because I can't. I'm not even gonna play this man's video. This man says Adam was butt broke by Satan. I said, what? No, no. Did you really say that? And then he was talking about female genitalia, and the whole time, every few minutes, he'll say, "The assassin family." I'm gonna talk about the assassination of Stephen Darby, MK Naomi. I said he trying to keep people in tune. He trying to make sure people don't leave. He kept saying it. Y'all notice that ever so often he'll say, "Y'all, I'm gonna talk about Pastor Stephen Darby, who was assassinated through MK Naomi." Then he'll go back into another nutcase spiel and then come back around and say, family, I'm going to speak on. I'm building the foundation. I was like, there is no foundation. Jacob, don't be talking about us. We was bored. You should have did a live. Maybe we would have.
Hey, Sister E.
Hey.
What'd you say? I didn't catch that last part.
I said, maybe you should have did live and we would have been listening to you because that right there was horrible.
I knew something was up, but, had to listen. He got a little soft ways himself, though. I ain't gonna lie.
You said he got what?
A little soft mannerisms.
Yes, I saw that too as well. I saw that too.
I don't know why he decided he needed to talk about this because he had no proof, and to really bring up someone who's passed, I thought that was disrespectful.
I do too. I think that's very disrespectful that he's using that man to make money. That's all that is.
That's it.
That's all that is. That you're using this man. Because none of us have really done a lot on Darby because we respect the family.
Yeah, exactly.
We haven't talked, even though all of us know in our hearts, we believe that Darby was assassinated. All of us believe that. A lot of us believe that. But
he was too influential. So people suspect it, but, it's just a feeling, I guess, for most people. Because, there's really no proof, and his family didn't really say anything. But, it was suspect because it was so sudden. Usually, people don't just drop like that until recent times, right? It usually don't happen all of a sudden, but we don't know.
Yes, but we have enough respect not to do lives we suspect that.
Oh, yeah.
That Darby was because we respect the family.
Yeah.
This man used and then put Darby's picture up. I need his wife, somebody to flag that to shut it down because I'm flagging it. I'm finna be queen snitch today. I'm finna flag this because this is let me see, harmful bully, misinformation.
But
queen snitch
he gave
today.
the impression that he was coming with like some autopsy evidence or something, and then he come out with NK Naomi, and I'm like, that's from the 50s to the 70s. I'm like, what does that have to do with Darby? I'm like, that dude was reaching.
Pretty much.
But I do hope that his family flagged that video because I don't know what the purpose of it was.
I flagged it. I'm sorry. I can be queen snitch today. I have flagged it. I said misinformation.
Yeah.
I need everybody to flag because this man right here is abusing this man's legacy for the sake of monetary gain.
Yeah.
And that's not right. And you're gonna respect that man's family. That's the same thing when Brandon was doing the foolishness that they were doing. I was like, y'all can respect this man's family, regardless of the fact that you don't like what he's teaching. That's your right, but you don't do that.
Yeah, Berean wouldn't do anything on him because that's the church.
Oh, stop real. I'm outdone with the foolishness I heard. Someone told me, my day was going rough anyway. I got off from work, decided to go get some dinner. Dinner was horrible. Listen to this man talk. The whole time I'm on the train, got home, a pit bull walked up on me and my dog while I'm listening to him. Stop. Today was just rough. And then listen to this foolishness. Some said just go home.
But you know what make it worse is that he identifies as an Israelite. So, I'm like, okay, they're going to give us that baggage, but he also identifies as the church. So they're not going to take that one, right? They're going to paint us with that one.
Correct. I'm done. I'm gonna go to bed tonight and just start all over. But I mean, if y'all got energy, flag his video. Flag it. And I ain't never been one to say flag a video. Flag it. Cause this man is disrespecting this man's legacy. Flag it. That video needs to be taken down out of the sheer respect of his family. So family, if y'all hear anything about his wife and his family, flag that video because it needs to go down. No. This needs to be shut down. And y'all know me. Y'all know I am not a snitch. Y'all know I'm just like, let folks do what they. But there comes a point where, hey, if YouTube is watching all of us, this needs to come down.
Yep.
This needs to come down.
Then he got the nerve to say he need money for a bodyguard because of all the information he pulling out. And I'm like, huh? Like, really? I'm like, I don't think you're that important. You don't have that reach.
That's it. If none of us got bodyguards, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me put the link. Somebody said put the link in so they can flag it. I'm gonna put the link. Flag this video. I'm like, if anybody need bodyguards, me, you, Pastor Kelly, Teo, Dante, all of us need to have bodyguards. What this man is saying, come on now. That is not bodyguard worthy.
Yeah.
You go just about to every single YouTube and find somebody talking about this. No.
I'm going to New York. I need a bodyguard. I need some money. Okay.
No, he already suspect. I'm like, you need money because you ain't got no money.
Well, he must. I mean, he got what? How many people he had subscribed? It was what?
100,000.
Yeah, 100,000. I'm like, what?
I'm gonna start doing crazy videos. Project MK Naomi. I can't believe this. The people are just steadily watching him.
Probably because it's new for them. That's that old school stuff from way back in the 80s and 90s. When the Christian right was talking about all of that.
This dude is still talking. And I mean, we need to flag it. I'm done. I am done for the day. I'm looking at this chat right now and people like, go ahead, Bishop. I'm like, when he said, you missed this part because you was already out. You ain't want anything else to say. When he said that Adam was butt broke by Satan, I said, I'm done.
That's that what you call it? Serpent seed theory stuff, right? And yeah, that whole foolishness in the garden. Stupid. But people believe anything.
It's like he didn't watch all the crazy videos and just put him in one video.
Yeah. That's what he did.
He did. It's like you done took from the Kemetic community, you took a little bit from the Christian community, a little bit from the crazy Israelite community. You took from everybody's community and just dumped it in one video.
Yeah, and added Darby as a topic.
Yes, it made Darby the piece of the top. When he said Darby was killed because he talked about gene editing, I said every single one of us would be dead right now.
Exactly. And you got a whole bunch of white folks too who've been talking about that before. So
yes. What's from Rio? My dog is in rough form. Y'all, I'm done for the day. I'm just gonna go, and it was crazy. But when he said gene editing, I see it.
Probably why YouTube doesn't lower his subscriber count like they do us.
Man,
they be removing people from us, So I'm like, oh well, I guess he's not a threat.
He not. Who would think that this was a threat? This is a joke.
Yep.
Somebody in the YouTube world is watching, somebody who works for YouTube who monitor videos right now, only letting him run his course because he is hilarious.
Yep.
I'm,
Exactly.
I'm sitting here like, well, he said yesterday, $1,000 to the bishop. I said, did this ninja just say $1,000?
Oh
And
my goodness.
didn't think he was trying to, back in the day they used to have a prayer line.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat there and I said, he literally had a prayer line online. A
Mm.
prayer line. I'm shocked at what I just heard.
So he feeding himself off the sheep, huh?
Pretty much. Pretty much. And there is someone who probably gave him $1,000.
Mm.
I'm like, send that to me. How about that?
You'll do better with it than he would.
I sure would. I'd be giving out gift cards to the community. I'd be like, this is a
Yep.
gift card giveaway. Oh, I'd be paranoid because I'd be like, they trying to set me up.
Exactly.
Like, this is the government. They trying to get access to my checking account.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Then he's talking about I need bodyguards, y'all, to protect me. I just sat there. I said, if you were a true threat, you wouldn't even make it to the YouTube. I'm gonna be honest. If he was truly a threat to their system, he wouldn't even made it to this live. He probably
Nope.
would have been removed before the live. We the ones. We are the ones that's ducking and looking around the corner to make sure. Okay, I promise you, I have days where I thought I saw one man. I kid y'all not. I was on a train and this man almost. It was like he was following me from one train to the next. I instantly got paranoid and I said, is somebody watching me? I'm kid. I don't kid. I kid y'all not. There are days that I'm walking around and I am constantly watching because you got to realize we are putting out. We're talking about Black people being the people of the Most High, and I know y'all have to be very careful. But being the people of the Most High, and we constantly talking about it, and people are coming into the truth, and especially now with what's going on with Kanye West, a lot of us are people don't realize that we truly he playing with it, but truly a lot of us got targets on our backs.
Well, like I was telling my brother, you were talking about the whole Kanye thing, and my whole thing is I'm not gonna live in a satanic system. I'm not gonna give up my freedom. I'm not gonna give up my rights. I'm not compromising none of that, right? So it's like, you know, we have to walk by faith. That's how I roll because this thing is just crazy.
It is because now have you noticed that I heard one thing, and I was listening to the guy Jedediah, the one that destroyed vocab dealing with the ability to speak Hebrew, but he was
Oh
bringing
yeah.
something, and I was listening to him, and one of the spokespersons said, "See, Kanye was following after Farrakhan and Hebrew Israelite," and I sat there and I said, or they said this is the same rhetoric from Farrakhan and the Hebrew Israelites. I said they are purposely trying to put a target on everybody's back.
Oh, they are definitely. And that's what was my concern from the jump is because I've never seen Kanye deny his association with Satanists, and he said God, and then he say Jesus, and he say all the right stuff, but I haven't seen him deny all of that stuff he did, all the blasphemous stuff, and until I see that, he's suspect, right? And I know how they roll. The Bible say we're not ignorant of Satan's devices,
Yep.
and that's how they do. They try to keep you off balance, and then they get a following, and everybody's supporting him, and then he gonna come out later on, and you're gonna find out he's a Satanist or something, or try to draw you to the interfaith one world religious system. It's all a con,
It
you know.
is.
Because think about it, all of the shows he's been on were ish people controlled, right? Why didn't he go on Phil of the Advice show or somebody like that?
Why ain't reach out to none of us since he is real? That's what I'm
Exactly.
looking at. Look, reach out to some of us.
Yeah,
Ain't just,
exactly.
yeah, and you know if they watching it, they didn't some of them didn't watch some of us. If you truly for Israel, come and hop on some of our shows.
Yeah. But see, he's in controlled environment. They can control the questions, and he won't get asked any hard questions. You know, so he could say all the right things. He sound good. Don't get it twisted. He sound good. Normally, I'd be right there in this court, but no, my radar has gone off.
I'm just right now. After today, I'm going to be very mindful of who I watch, because that right there was foolishness. And people are making money off of using. I'm going to tell you something. If you want to make money, say Israel.
Today, yeah.
Yes.
For sure. Especially with remember back in the day, Sister E, we all started and we were getting all the heat, right? Now everybody is real, and
yes.
Oh well, there ain't no black Jews, but now there are black Jews, right? Nobody wanted to admit it, but now, oh yeah, there's black Jews in Africa. When we was fighting all them years.
Correct. Being called heretics, crazy.
Yeah.
Fighting with vocab, fighting with Cherry, fighting with all these nutcasers coming after us.
Yeah.
G-Man popping on my channel.
He's still doing videos on you.
I don't know why this man is fascinated by me. That is so weird.
Yeah.
That's weird right there. But I just be like, G-Man is a little off. But I mean, we was doing, back when G-Card was talking crazy about us, all this stuff. Now everybody all of a sudden we Israel. Be like,
yeah. You know what's funny though? I mean, I would have to say that the online social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok is flooded with Kanye saying we Israel. That's a plus.
Yeah, that is.
The negative is that they're going to associate us with anti-Semitism and lock our accounts out and kick us off YouTube and Facebook. See, that's the goal, right? They're setting the standard,
Oh, yeah, we ain't quite got there yet, family, but I got a feeling we going to get there one day.
Yeah.
Where they finna be knocking at. I promise y'all, some days I just be like, when are they going to knock on our doors?
Mm-hmm.
That right there, I'm kind of like, I don't want to say I'm bracing myself for, but the way Kanye is moving and the ADL is moving and everybody's screaming anti-Semitic, and it's literally now they're making it, if you call yourself an Israelite, that's anti-Semitic.
Yep, exactly. And then they like that guy, what's his name? Lex something Friedman. And he's saying, well, just don't say, the ish and just name the names. He like, well, they all are ish. And he like, yeah, but you just say their name. I'm like, they already trying to control what he says, right? And I'm like,
yep.
Why even go on those shows and try to explain it to them? It's like us going on Berean show and trying to explain ourselves. You ain't gonna get nowhere because they're gonna gaslight you. They're gonna misrepresent what you say. So why would he go on there? That's the thing. I wouldn't waste my time.
Correct. That's why I tell people when they go on Berean show, you have a 2-minute window. You better get everything out.
That's it.
Before that Negro kicks you off. I dare him. I ain't been up there in a while, and I haven't been up there in a while because my patience lately has been short, and I don't want to slip up and cuss somebody out. I know me. I'll just admit it. I know me. I ain't never. One thing they will say is, Sister E ain't never set herself up to be. Oh, she would never do that. No, they know I will do that. That's why they. Because I'll be like, you coonish Negro.
Yeah.
But before you know, I done went off. That's why I said, let me stop because I'm in my flesh. Real, come from over there.
Yeah. That's like I said, don't put me on no pedestal and don't think I can't go there because I could go there. I'll probably go worse than what you've heard. You get me there. I could get there. It's not easy, but I could get there.
But once you there,
yeah,
you there. You there.
Yeah.
That right there, I'm telling you, has gone as all-time greatest moment in the Israelite community. And you know what I'm talking about. Folks said he has won the award for this year for that
Who,
event.
who that?
That day you didn't cuss more out. I said, oh,
You know, I was just thinking of that.
that,
And that was tame. That was tame. I mean, that was being tame. I mean, I try not to go there, but I'm old school. I know how far, but let's put it this way: it's not as easy to provoke me anymore, but I still can get provoked.
oh yeah, I ain't gonna ever say I ain't never went off on nobody. How many times I done said some words and I'll be like, yep, they gonna play that back.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
already said.
yeah. That's like when Maria and them did that show on me, and they see, Tail Ministries cussing, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, and I'm like, I'm human. You lucky that's all you got. I could have then gave you some News 5 cussing, you know what I'm saying? But we all, where we are. We all were there. You know what I'm saying? And that man is still there, deep, 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 deep. Now he's deep. Now he's not on the surface, but you keep putting that pressure on him. Sometime he come out.
Man, it don't even need to put pressure on me. I'm already there. Like, you, ignorant nigga, you. Before you know it, they'll be like, oh gosh. That day I went off on them and called them all coons.
Yeah.
That right there was so funny. Everybody was mad at me for a good minute. I said, y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of coons.
Yeah.
I meant I was gonna call Ryan a coon. King Coon. I meant I was gonna call him a coon. Jay the producer, he just in
he need help.
Have you ever seen a movie called Manchurian Candidate?
A Manchurian Candidate.
Yes. Every time I see Jay the producer, I think about the movie Manchurian Candidate. I said he's still under the. I said he eating. If you notice the movie, I like the one with Denzel Washington, and they all ate cup of noodles. And I said that nigga eating cup of noodles right now.
Yeah, he's deep under hypnosis.
I don't know. He's in rare form. My dog is in rare form, y'all. I'm still dealing with the puppy phase. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, that's why I don't play like I tell people, please don't look for me to be holier than thou. Please. Because you're gonna be sadly mistaken one day. Because it might slip. And when it slips, I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah.
That's why I be like, please pray for me. Please pray. Because I promise you, what is real doing? Hold on. Oh my goodness. If I go there, I ain't gonna talk about Alton. Alton withers my nerve.
Oh my goodness.
Alton just withers.
Oh my goodness.
Nerves, honey. But he don't wither my nerves like he used to. With sometimes
can we say beta?
Beta times 10. Never seen that before. I just sit there and I said, y'all really are black people. I'm like, everybody give me their black card right now.
Exactly. Exactly. It is pitiful.
Man, I ain't never seen that type of black people before.
No, me neither. I didn't grow up around those type of people at all. At all.
I'm done. I just sit and I just listen and I just be like, I can't.
I'm not shocked anymore. That's good. Because before I was like, huh? Really? This a brother? Yeah. Nah. He must have blackface on.
Nothing shocks me anymore when it comes to them.
No.
I ain't really been watching them lately either, because I can't. Because after they started coming after Darby, I was like, done.
Yeah.
But Darby is an easy, I ain't gonna say easy target. He's a target if you want people to watch you.
Oh yeah, because everybody like Darby. So if they talk about Darby, people are gonna come and listen more than likely. And he can't defend himself because he's not here no more.
Yeah.
I'm like that's a coward move there.
Because I promise you, if Darby was alive, they wouldn't be doing half the stuff.
Oh no, they wouldn't. Nope.
Because Darby said, I'm a thug. I said, he is a thug.
Yep.
He didn't play no games.
See, that's why I liked him. He was real.
Oh, yeah. Yep. But unlike any of us, he's the only one that has, so far that we know, that has died for the cause. He died doing this.
Yeah.
He, and it's like he knew he was finna back. He knew it was coming. Because I think his last teaching, the way he was talking, it was like he knew it was coming.
Yeah, maybe maybe he knew. I don't know. But these days, it's just sort of concerning just seeing everything that's happening. You know,
Yep.
everybody think everything is like it was a year ago. I'm like, it gets worse every year, but I don't understand. It's like I'm seeing something else, and they watching something else happen, and I'm like, y'all don't see all this, you know?
Man, man, it is. Things are shifting. It ain't like things have changed since 2000. Think about 2000. When I started watching y'all, it was like 2015, 2000. It was about 2015 because that was right around the time I started watching Darby. It was between 2013 2015. I can't remember.
Yeah, it had to be 15, 16, somewhere around there.
Yep, I started watching y'all.
Yeah,
And I watched the long one y'all did where y'all had to break it up into segments, I think.
yeah,
And I remember I was at work. Y'all, you don't realize, Jacob, how y'all helped me get through that day at work. I sat and listened to y'all that whole day, and I stopped and listened. I remember that day too. I remember listening to, because I had been listening to Darby, and they give you suggestions of people to listen to. If you listen to Darby, y'all came up in my suggestions, and I said okay. And I said these dudes got. I said this dude. I thought it was just one person. Did not know it was twins.
you wasn't one of those who like, why he talking to himself? Huh?
Pretty much. I was like, maybe he just, how Garfield calls himself Garfield. Talks to. I didn't even think, but I did think it was Kyle. I said, why is he talking to himself? But I was like, well, maybe he just. I didn't even think about it.
He's special.
I didn't either, but I said he got some good information though. I didn't realize y'all were a twin until you got sick.
Yeah.
And I said, wait a minute, pray for my brother. Because Teo was doing it. And I said, wait a minute, his voice does sound different. That's when I realized. Because people don't realize y'all voices do sound different to a point.
Yeah, to a point. Some people say, they still come on and say, you got a twin or something. I'm like, I'm glad at least they're doing that, because in the past they used to be like, he talking to himself. That sounds like the same person. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not on no drug like that or nothing.
Man, what's so funny is my daughter even know y'all voice, because every day I would listen to y'all all. I would listen to y'all so much. It was ridiculous. Every single time y'all come up with a live, I would be listening to it. But I'm thinking about that time from 2015 to where we are now. Things have changed a lot. Things have changed a lot. We have just went through a pandemic. We about to go into World War III.
Yep.
And people still questioning us on this 400-year prophecy. I'm like,
if they just sit there and watch what we taught, they'll see that everything is coming to pass.
yes. They stiff neck.
Yeah. I think they don't want it to be that because they enjoy Babylon.
Yes, they don't want it to end. They want to continue.
Yep.
I'm like, so y'all don't want to see the Millennium Kingdom? Y'all don't want to see Christ on the throne? Man?
Exactly.
Man, give me Christ any day.
That's it.
It's like they don't want to see him. Like, they don't even talk about the Millennial Kingdom. Like, they don't want to talk about the Millennial Kingdom.
Yeah, they think it's 1,000 years away.
Man, they still want.
Yeah, they don't want this thing to pass. They like, I got my nice car, I got my nice house,
Man, I don't want to give up this good life. I'm like, Jesus, when are you coming?
Yeah.
When are you coming? These Caucasian people keep coming at me. I'm gonna need you to hurry up and come. No. Some days I be at work like, when are you coming, Jesus? Please.
Yeah, I mean, we're no different than the cows, right? They feed us, they give us slop, and we be like, man, we eating good. We got a nice barn over our head. They just doing that till it's time for the slaughter. That's what they do.
Man,
We got to get out of here.
man, it's time to go. I'm like, when are you coming? When are you coming? I'm like, I'm over it. Because I was talking about that guy. You remember when y'all was talking about the Congo boys?
Yeah.
It's this other guy, and I don't know if y'all too much, and we'll talk about it later. Me, you, and Tayo. I probably y'all do a phone call about this guy, the Simon Kimbongo. And he prophesied of an exodus, and he prophesied that the blacks will be white and the whites will be black. Now, this is not Toko. I think Toko took Kimbongo's name and said he was a reincarnation of him.
But here's the thing, from my understanding, Toko never admitted to being a Messiah and
Mhm.
never admitted to any of these miracles and stuff they're talking about. They did this, right?
Yes.
Whoever these people are, they lifted him up to that.
Yes. But the man before Toko, when I ran across his information, I said, wait. He said there is going to be a time that it's going to be it's almost like a physical exodus where we're going to be in the Congo. I'm just going to paraphrase exactly what he's saying. It's like he said it's going to be a physical exodus where black people, Africans, and African Americans will be in the Congo and in Africa, because Congo is going to be liberated, and the liberation of Congo is going to cause all of Africa to be liberated. And then after that will be a time when there's going to be a spiritual liberation, and the blacks will be white and the whites will be black.
Can you send me that?
That shows y'all didn't watch me on this weekend. Don't ever fuss at me about not watching you.
No, I
I'm
think I watched part of it, but I had to do something. I didn't finish watching it.
I'm messing
Because
with you.
that's what the girl who was talking, right? In Africa, the black girl. And you had her video.
Yes, I'll
Yeah.
send it to you.
Yeah, I wasn't able to sit through the whole thing.
The one they literally, this man, this is in the it's 1921, and right after he said that or made that prophecy or that declaration, he was put in jail for the rest of his life.
Oh, really?
Yes. His name is Simon. I'll send it to you. Simon Kimbangu. And he was in in the Congo area, and he was an activist.
It's interesting because Ruto, the new president of Kenya, I don't really trust him, but I don't trust none of them. He was saying that he's going to get involved and help stop that war in the Congo. Because apparently, what's his name? The Rwanda president is involved with the West and causing all that grief out there. And we'll see. I mean, people talk a good game, but he was saying he was going to go help solve that issue with his military.
Yes, and I got to send you the article as well because Angie Love. I was talking to her on the phone about it when I was listening, going over it, and Angie said, "Well, let me do some research." She sent me an article and it explained everything about this man, and I'm gonna send you both of them.
Oh, okay.
Um, and it says that it was going to be the son of Africa or a son of Africa or somebody from Africa is going to push this liberation for the Congo.
Mm. So
And
was he considered a prophet?
yes, he was. And they put this man in jail until he died after he did that.
Yeah, they always kill prophets. That's why
Yes.
don't call me no prophet, y'all.
Truly somebody. What's so crazy is somebody who truly is a prophet don't want to be called a prophet because he even ran from his calling. He was told by Christ he said he had a visitation from Christ. He says, teach the gospel, especially to black people. And that's what and it was like something like that, like send it to, let the black nations know about me. And it was like he was trying to convert. And you're talking about in the 20s, trying to convert. And in his conversion, they were trying to kill him because he was trying to liberate Africa or liberate the Congo, rather.
Mm.
And they was trying to arrest him. And when he actually turned himself in. And when he turned himself in, they they were going to give him the death penalty, but they reversed it and gave him a life sentence. And guess who was driving the sentencing?
Who?
The Catholic Church and the
Not
Protestant.
surprised.
Yep.
They still involved in all of this mess.
Yep. And this man ends up spending his entire life in jail. And the thing is, we've never heard of this man. I'll send you everything. It's this man said there's going to be a liberate. When I saw that, he said the liberation of Congo is going, and this is in the article that Angie gave me. The liberation of Congo is going to draw Africans and African Americans or anybody of African descent over there.
See, that's why all hell broke loose once we all woke up.
Yep.
They are scared. And that's why they went to DEFCON 1 on us. And that's why they're pushing this whole New World Order thing. That's why they're pushing the lollipop. That's why they're pushing all of this stuff. Because, they can't allow us to wake up because the prophecies, and they believe the prophecies, say we're going to rule.
And the thing is, think about it. All the movies they create about aliens, they're always looking up into the sky to attack whatever is coming. Only something that we know in the Bible that's coming in the sky is Christ, the Messiah.
Exactly.
Only one. Come on, Leo. Oh my gosh. No. You don't like that, Rio, because you have no act right. But yes. And that's why I said they are preparing to go to war with the Messiah when he comes.
Oh yeah.
And
they after his people first, because that's who they could touch.
Yes. And what's so crazy is Hollywood is preparing that anything that comes out of the sky, shoot it down.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna make war with him. That's why he's gonna come as a. He came as a lamb, but this time he coming as a man of war.
Oh yeah.
And they're scared.
Vesture dipped in blood.
Man.
Yep.
I just don't want to be on his bad side. I'm like, can I please be on your good side? I'm not gonna fight. I'm not fighting. I'm just because on one side he's still gonna be. I really believe on that one side he's gonna still be the lamb, but he's gonna have that rod of iron that he's gonna be. He's gonna be a king.
Yeah.
But ultimately, on the other side, if you on the other side of him, that's destruction. That's destruction. He coming to destroy his enemies. And that's what's so crazy. They can't say, the Israelites ain't never said we finna do anything.
Exactly.
What we're saying is our Messiah is coming. And he's gonna do what he's gonna do. So you mad at him? Okay.
Well, the Jesus that they teach is, like I say, like a hippie on the beach who ain't gonna do nobody nothing, and I love you and forgive you, and there's no judgment and there's no justice, right? But the Yeshua of the Bible says, look, I'm gonna get you for what you did to my people.
Correct.
They don't want to read that in church. Now we know why.
And that's why they are preparing the world stage for when he comes.
Yeah.
They literally preparing the world to say when he comes, it's time to go to war.
Yeah.
Think about all the movies. All the movies promote when something come out the sky, kill it, shoot it, fight it. Yep. And I said that when I listened to Darby said that once, I said that makes sense. They're looking for, because I think the Vatican has a telescope called Lucifer. Yep. So they are watching and waiting because they know he coming. He ain't coming friendly.
Yep.
And they're preparing. People don't realize it, they are preparing to war against him. That's why they have all these special projects of the space project and this project and this. They're scared. And when he comes, they're gonna try to fight him.
And it's interesting, in the churches, not once did I ever hear the scripture where Yeshua said, oh, fire is gonna come down and burn up everybody, and oh, how I wish it was already so. I ain't never heard that one time in any church about fire coming down and God destroying everybody.
You know what the church just teaches? The white throne of judgment. They skip over the millennial kingdom.
Yep.
And the reason I think they skip over the millennial kingdom because they would rather us to go straight into the white throne and go to heaven than their kingdom to being destroyed.
Yeah. And I used to look at ask myself, even when I was in Christendom, I used to say, man, the Jews used to fight all the time. But they tell us turn the other cheek and forgive all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But the God the same today, yesterday, and forever. But he said wipe out every man, woman, and child in the Old Testament. Oh, he not that way no more. But God don't change.
Yep.
Somebody make it make sense.
Yep.
You know. He said if you don't obey his word, what? The wicked gonna be destroyed and cast into hell, and all nations that forget God. That's the Bible. I'm saying.
Yep. And that's what they don't want to see. They gave us that, like you said, the hippie Jesus. But when we really look in the Bible,
Yep.
he is coming. He coming for war.
Yep.
He's
And it was literally the mirror image, right? Of even like for us, from black to white, you know what I'm saying? Everything was flipped, you know.
Yeah.
But they don't want to hear that. Then you're being an anti-Semite.
They would consider Jesus to be anti-Semitic.
They would.
That's what's so funny. I'm like, what's so crazy is some of these people that fight against us, if they didn't, I really believe that if they didn't know he was who he was, they would fight against him.
Yep.
That's
They
what's
would.
scary. Like, you don't realize that if you didn't know who he was, and let's say he was, the stuff that he was saying is the very thing that we're saying. So y'all gonna fight against him?
Think about it. A black man coming out of the sky,
Oh, that's they
and they
big.
waiting for a white man. What you think gonna happen?
That's why they trying to get them guns together. They teaching us that anything coming out of the sky, let's shoot it down.
Mm-hmm. But
They
look what happens in the streets with us right now. Can you imagine the Messiah, a black man coming out of the sky?
that's why
They lose their mind.
that's why they're gonna be at war.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always wondered, I said, why would they be at war with our Messiah?
Exactly.
Because he's our Messiah. And this is before I knew who he was. And I said, when I finally figured it out, I said, that's why.
Yep.
That's why. Why
You're not gonna let these Negroes rule over us.
no. That's why I believe these white evangelicals are really what's behind these communities like Jude 3 and
Yeah.
Mason and all of them, because that's
Yeah.
their biggest fear.
Oh yeah. They have finance, and just like all of these churches get financed by the white churches,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same thing. Jude 3, they finance, and then you go all the way up to the top, and guess who it is? The same people that Kanye was talking about.
Correct. And I believe a lot of these individuals that's coming at us is being paid.
Oh yeah.
I really believe that they being paid, because I've seen a few things. The Most High had allowed me to be involved in some of in the environment, as far as being on Berean's channel, being involved in certain discussions. That I'm just certain little things that I've heard that I'm just like, that sounds a little snitch like somebody getting some checks. Like
Exactly.
I'm looking at people sideways like, y'all getting some checks. People
Yeah.
going to school. All of a sudden, folks all of a sudden doing all this stuff and writing books, selling merchandise,
Yeah.
doing movies. Heavy, because one thing I noticed that Jude 3 documentary is being heavily publicized on Amazon.
Yeah. And remember, I don't know if you remember back in the day when Berean was like, yeah, I'm going to talk to the rabbis, and I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to tell them all about y'all. And that,
Yes.
and I'm like, okay, well, you just told us who be controlling you then. This makes sense.
Correct. And he keep talking about that list.
Yeah, that list, exactly.
That watch. Y'all are on watch.
Yeah.
If they watching me, pay my bills. How about
That's
that?
it.
Send me a good old check. I ain't
Look.
finna follow y'all, but just you at least can pay a sister bill or something.
Look, I'm not going through all this hell to end up in hell. I'm serving Yeshua,
Correct.
and I'm not backing down, and I'm not going to turn back. I'm holding on to that.
Correct.
What this? What is it? When they
Hush.
when they what you call it when they in the field and they got the animal and they digging the dirt in the ground. What they call that, Sati?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about. Well, anyway, you put your I got the plow.
The plow, yes.
So I got my hand to the plow. I'm not looking back. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not gonna scare me, right?
Yeah.
Because the fearful and unbelieving I have, they part in the lake of fire. I don't want to go there. You know.
Yes. That's why I'm like, I don't want to be on his bad side. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? If people are really getting paid, which I'm so sure that these folks getting paid?
Oh yeah.
Are y'all even? I'm even looking at some folks on our side that's possibly getting paid. A lot of folks are suspect to me. People don't realize I'm looking at a lot of people other than you, Dante, myself, Pastor Kelly, couple of, those are a few little individuals. I'm not looking at them. I'm like, all of us trying to figure this out. But some folks, I'm giving some folks the side eye. Like,
oh yeah.
You getting a
Oh
check?
yeah.
You getting
They're
a check?
definitely getting paid because if you look at it, it seems like the agenda is to keep us off balance and keep the division going so that it slows the awakening, right? You know.
Yep. Anybody fighting to make sure that we all remain divided and at odds with each other, I'm giving them the side eye.
Yeah. And think about this too. Why would Kanye still be getting publicity? Why is he still on these TV shows and on YouTube channels if they're shutting him out of everything? That don't make no sense.
Yep.
I mean, look what they did to me, just mentioning one word about certain things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, but they letting him continue going on being anti-Semitic on YouTube?
Thank you. Because there's some channels that I'm looking at sideways where I'm just like, you were supposed to be shut down months ago. Why are you still operating?
Exactly.
The stuff that you saying you supposed to been shut down.
Yep.
Now I will take that. Now Deacon did at first. I've been looking at the camps. Deacon is officially off my list because they shut him down here recently.
What, they shut Deke down?
They shut Deacon down. I said, well, Deacon off my list because he on the hit list. I said they took his monetization away and everything. So I said, oh yeah, Deacon on their list. I really believe they got a list, and all of us are on their list. You, myself, especially Dante, Teo, Deacon, all of us. I really believe that there is a list because Maria keeps saying they watching y'all. They watching it because somebody was telling me Maria keeps saying on his lives that there's a watch list. I said I'm not shocked. I'm not shook either.
No.
I mean, hey, eventually it was going. I knew it was going to happen eventually.
Well, the Black identity extremists, remember?
Yep. So
I'm sure.
He's like, they watching y'all channels. Good. I need my numbers to keep going up. Keep watching.
Like they say, who do you want me to obey? You or God? Ain't no competition.
Correct. I'm choosing God because
exactly
what y'all can do to me is temporary. What he can do to me is eternal.
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly.
I'm good. Like hellfire is won't be any fun. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, that's what's so scary to see our folks buy into them and allow them to. Because what trips me out is, you correct our community, but on the other side, the ones that don't look like us, the other, non-black, I gotta be careful, ish people.
Yeah.
Don't believe in Christ.
I know. Exactly.
They reject the Messiah, and y'all ain't said a word about them.
Mm-hmm. Cause they scared. They know, look what's happening to Kanye. Even though I believe it's all manufactured, but they letting you know this is the repercussions for doing this, and they coming for us. That's why Kanye's saying what he's saying, and he's like I said in my video, painting the target.
Yep.
He painting it on us, and then they're gonna do it to us. Oh, well, you can't say that. That's fake news. Y'all can't say y'all Israelites. That's fake news.
It was so crazy is I did see a part of Brian's video because somebody was telling me watch it, and it was talking about how those people said the Goyim is going to be their slaves.
Yep.
I said, if Deke would have said any of that.
Deke did say that.
Deke did say that. Deke holds no back. That's why I don't get mad at Deke. And I say stuff in this chat. I don't even care anymore about what they think about me.
Yeah.
Deke and they'll do a 2 days talking about him.
Yeah.
And here it is, their own community said, yes, the Goyim is going to be their slave. I said,
yeah, we may not agree on some things, but I like their boldness.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Every time I watch him, I'm laughing. I mean,
yeah.
It's hilarious. He gonna talk about Alton like a dog. He gonna talk about Maria like a dog. He gonna talk about all of them like a dog, and he don't care. And I'm like, And
Yeah.
it be too, and they stay away from him. They don't argue with him too much because they be like, he don't stop. Between Deacon and Dante, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
y'all just need to leave them alone. They keep
Yeah. And look, when they keep messing with Dante, they keep poking the bear. I'm like, y'all just ask for it. Then they be upset. Then they upset when he come after them. I'm like, didn't he tell you?
correct. I'm like, between Dante and Sakari, y'all need to stop.
Yeah.
I follow Sakari. I follow Deacon. I don't really follow everybody else because I don't know them, but I follow Deacon because I need to see his lives. His lives. He finna call them all. He finna talk about them like a dog. And I
Yeah.
promise you, when he go in on them, I laugh so hard because I just be like, I dare y'all to say something about because he don't care. He gonna still talk about you.
Exactly.
He gonna call you a heathen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see what those heathens talking about.
What they say, black. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna even say the acronym now.
that's it. I think
That's
he did.
hilarious.
I think he did something recently on Alton. I had to watch because I hadn't been watching a lot of YouTube. I'm gonna have to go watch it. But his lives are hilarious. I live for his lives sometimes because I mean he gonna talk about Berean's entire panel like
Yeah.
dogs. He can talk about them and they cousin and they auntie and they friend. He can talk about them bad.
Yep.
But yeah, they so called got us on the watch list. So
I'm
yeah,
like, what we gonna do? Ain't nothing we could do. It's either you're gonna reject God or you're gonna reject Yeshua, be cast in the hell with them, or you're gonna fight against the system and you might get some heat.
I knew that day was coming. I said us ninjas is finna be on somebody's list because we've been
Oh yeah.
cutting up sideways. We've been going
Yeah.
off with everybody. And I said it's only a matter of time.
And remember, during the time of the pandemic, they were trying to force people, to do stuff in order to keep their jobs. So now they're gonna try to force us to conform with what we say in order to have a bank account. You know.
Correct, because Kanye is just opened a whole. I said this ninja right here that opened a whole new can of worms.
Yeah.
They finna really come for us because they never the problem with Kanye is unlike what's his name? What's the guy's name? Nick Cannon. Kanye got money. Even though we may not agree with him, this dude is a billionaire. So he constantly saying, we the Israelites, we the Israelites. I'm like, shut his checking account down. But honestly, I think about it too as well. If they want to shut down checking accounts, they can do that too. Unless his money is somewhere else. I'm wondering where them billions at. I'm wondering. I'm just gonna watch this play out. I hadn't really talked about Kanye because everybody's talking about Kanye right now.
Yeah, I heard that most of his wealth was in, I guess, stocks and investments, and that he's back to a millionaire or something. Because
Okay.
they started pulling those Adidas things and all that, and I'm like, personally, we don't know if they're kicking him out the bank or if they're, kicking him out of Adidas and all this. We don't even know that because they have contracts. You can't just do that and not get sued, right? That's why I'm like, they talk a good game, but I don't know if all that legit.
But sometimes in contracts have little clauses in there
Mm-hmm.
that say that if you do anything to impact their reputation or you
That's
know
true.
they can void out their contract. But what I've heard, I listened to somebody a couple of days ago, well no, today, somebody kind of hinted that he walked away from Adidas.
Who?
Someone, I can't remember who it was, and I gotta go find the video, that he walked away from Adidas.
Oh, Kanye walked away from Adidas.
This is what I mean. This is just what somebody said. They
Oh,
hinted
okay.
that he walked away, and I said, that's interesting.
Well, he's talking about building a city, Kanye City, whatever he called it, and here in the States. I'm like, okay, you claim to be an Israelite, but you claim to be a Christian, and but you also want to build a city here. I'm like, I don't think you know what an Israelite is and what Israelites expect, and that's why a lot of this stuff just sounds sort of, funny to me.
Now, if he's trying to build a city here, I'm really gonna be looking at him like, no. The city's built in it. We already know Anytime you build a city within these or in the walls of this country, where it's all black people being prosperous, they are going to destroy it. They're gonna bomb the
Exactly.
mess out of it.
They can't let us keep a city because you know what'll happen, right? We'll be successful.
And what
They don't
scares
want that.
and what scares me is if we're all in one. That's why in the Bible it talks about that when we do go into the Exodus, He's gonna protect us. Because if they knew all of us was in one area, you
Yeah,
know they would bomb the crap out of it.
exactly.
They would
Yep.
bomb the, excuse my language, hell out of it.
I think we're gonna start seeing some miracles because I don't see no way out of here but miracles.
Yeah, I need some miracles because I'm sick. I'm sick of these folk. I'm so
Me
sick of
too.
these folk. I'm so sick of this raggedy, expensive system. They overcharge. But what's so crazy is everybody's. So I heard somebody say this that you know the other people that don't look like us complaining about the cost of to purchase a house. They said black folks have been doing this for years. Now
Oh
white people
yeah.
are starting to feel what we felt.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. They gonna charge us to breathe in a minute. I
I'll
mean,
I'll
huh?
be driving down some of these streets and I'll be looking at these huge houses. I'm like, man, I can't even get a house like that, you
Man,
know. And I don't see many of us in those type of houses.
it's certain parts of New York that I've walked into, and it's nothing but first expensive. Thing is about New York, you have those different areas within each borough. Like Manhattan have like a bunch of boroughs, and you will hit a borough, well not borough, but the area within in Manhattan that is, I think it's up what is it, uptown, upper east, the upper east side. I think
Yeah.
what is that, the upper east side? I think it's the upper east side where it is. Those apartments are millions of dollars.
In the high
Huge.
rises.
Oh yes, and then you even got some of those that are just brownstones
Oh, okay.
that that are worth millions.
That Bill Cosby type, right?
Yes. And then what's so crazy is it's expensive because you can look at the shops. Like you'll see Gucci and um, Louis Vuitton and all those different type of stores. You didn't. One thing I hate about that area is the food is horrible because it's overpriced and it's nasty. But
I hate that.
man, be overpriced. You'd be like, this is not delicious looking. This looks gross.
Yeah.
But I mean, you see, it's nothing but money, and you don't see many of us out there. You
Yeah, I
don't.
remember I in New Orleans, like when I went on my prom one time, prom date, and I went to a restaurant, $100 plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is not $100 meal. It was awful. I'm like, no, it needed to be exceptional if I'm spending that kind of money, right?
Man, they give you a little piece of salmon and put it over some rice and
And it
put
don't taste
it
good.
at all with no salt, with a little bit of white sauce on
Exactly.
the and give it some pretty French name, and then you be like, "This is nasty and disgusting.
Yeah, I want my money back.
I want my money back. This is
Yeah,
ridiculous."
yeah,
But I'm gonna tell you, even Harlem has gotten expensive. And Harlem is a predominantly black.
yeah.
Harlem is expensive.
It's being gentrified.
Yes,
Yeah,
gentrification is a. When I walked in Harlem and I saw all in white folks, I said, "This is Harlem is black." Why am I
yeah.
seeing more white? Now, the east side of Harlem is still black. The
Hmm.
east side is rough.
They'll get there too.
It's going to take them a minute, but it's
Yeah, it's gonna
rough.
take them a minute.
But when you get like, they call it Manhattanville.
Hmm.
Manhattanville is kind of close to Harlem. But what I've heard is Manhattanville is actually Harlem. And they
Yeah,
just renamed it. That's what I've heard. And anybody from New York, let me know if I'm wrong or I'm right. But there's a part of Harlem that has literally been gentrified. And you'll walk in and you'll see nothing but them. And you'll be like, this is Harlem. Why do I not see a lot of black faces? It's
yeah,
gentrification. Gentrification ain't no joke. But yeah, the cost of living is ridiculous. Like buying a house now, it's like a house that isn't worth $100,000. A 1 bedroom shotgun house is $100,000, and
yeah.
that's
But I,
cheap.
but I think sort of conspiracy wise, I think that's why they let Katrina happen, because a lot of people I heard say that the levees were blown, right?
I
And
heard that too. Yep.
and so after that, where Desire Housing Project and all of these St. Thomas, guess what? They gone. Right now it's prime real estate, nice houses, nice
Yep.
things. You know what I'm saying? So just look at the after effect.
Yep. And what's so crazy is parts of somebody said Bed-Stuy is certain parts of New York that was, you know, what is it? Biggie Smalls came up in, and what's his name? Spike Lee came up in. These were predominantly black because I think they came up in the Fort Greene area, Fort Greene, Brooklyn. Fort Greene is so expensive now. Like you can't just move up in Fort Greene. Now Fort Greene is cool. I like Fort Greene.
Mm-hmm.
Fort Greene is way too high.
Mm.
Way too high.
You know what was interesting? Because I was watching one of these videos with Kanye and Candace when they had the White Lives Matter shirts.
Oh yes, I did.
I didn't realize that, you know, the black and white, which is the checkerboard Freemasonry symbols.
Didn't
You
know
know,
that.
yeah, I didn't even realize that. But you know, once I saw that in the video, I said, yeah, that makes sense. That's why they had the black and the white, because it was, and the White Lives Matter, because it's the Freemasonry checkerboard. You know, symbols. They speak in symbols. Symbols is a language. You know.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Somebody said out just like what I said. Gentrification at its finest. Manhattanville was Harlem 134th 35th Street. Yep.
Hmm.
They
Yep,
can
they're
have
trying to take everything from us.
it. They can have it because the most high gonna destroy it.
He gonna
So
burn it. Yeah.
y'all can have it now. He get ready to destroy all this.
That's why if I had money, I would not put a dime here at all. I would go to the continent.
Man, please. I said if they give us reparation, when that check hit, I'm gonna make sure I'm overseas when the check hit. I don't even want to be here when the check hit.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
they'll find a way to make us stay.
Yeah.
They'll find a way. They will shut off the waterways, planes would shut down. They'll make sure that we stay over there. I'm to be safe. I'm gonna be like, just make sure you deposit it. I'm gonna be overseas.
That's why they're gonna be like, we'll give y'all reparations if y'all stay. Because they know if we leave, it's judgment time.
Man, I'm not gonna stay.
You know.
Because they dare not say if we give you reparation, you gotta leave. We'll be like, thank you.
Yep, thank you. Yep.
We sick of
Yep.
y'all anyway.
Oh yeah.
Like,
They
can I?
wouldn't have a black person left here.
Well, no, the coons will stay.
Well, the coons will stay.
They
You're
got
right.
the coons ain't going nowhere. The coons will
Yeah.
stay put. The
Yeah,
coons
them beta males.
man, them coons will probably say, keep your check, master. I'll be like,
Yeah.
well, give me his check. How about that?
Master, we said.
Master, we sick. Someone act like that.
Yeah.
Man, when I tell you, give me my check, I'm gonna run out that door so fast.
Oh
Like I
yeah.
said, as soon as y'all say reparation, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. A little bit of money I'm finna scrape up. We going to Africa today. We ain't finna waste no time. Man,
the
please.
the airlines and the cruise lines gonna be making so much money.
I'm telling you, Africa gonna send boats here. They're gonna be like, let's hurry up and go pick them ninjas up.
Yeah.
Man, just make sure that check deposit.
Yeah.
When it deposit, be good.
Make sure it clear first, huh?
Baby, what? Make sure my check clear. When it clear, I'm out. You ain't gonna see me. You ain't got to worry about me no more.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about us. We ain't got to worry about none of us. We gonna be
Exactly.
gone.
That's
Y'all
what
can
I say.
y'all can have YouTube because we gonna create our own. We good.
Exactly. Yep.
You ain't got to block us no more.
Yep.
That's why I'm like, Lord, please I'm praying that He gives us. I'm really, really praying for reparation. I'm really praying for reparation because that's the only way. I think that's the only way our people will leave.
Yeah.
I'm so
Take your
tired.
money and go. Bye.
I'm so tired of this. When I say I'm so tired of this system is falling apart before our eyes.
Yeah, and it's evil.
Man. But the
And
most high,
then you can't trust a lot of them people out there.
you can't. But the most high destroying, oh, he ain't playing no games. That's why I'm
Yeah.
still watching this little news, honey, because Russia is not playing with any of these folks. I'm like, y'all keep sleeping on Russia. Russia is not playing with y'all.
Supposedly they're in talks with the US, but I don't think anything will happen to that because based upon the prophecies, it's just gonna get worse and worse.
They gonna piss Russia off anyway. Russia gonna be like, oh, I got y'all.
Exactly. Russia gonna be like, I remember them treaties you had with the Indians.
Thank you. Thank you. You're not trusted. But that BRICS group, which Brazil and I forgot who else, but South Africa's involved,
Mhm.
that scares them. Because if Russia begins, not to say, because I don't trust Russia either, but if
Oh
Russia
no.
starts building a relationship with Africa, that's going to change the whole game.
Oh yeah.
That's
But
going to change.
the Soviet Union and Russia, they've been there for the continent. I'm sure it's self-interest, right? But um, they never would have got rid of let's say the presence of many of those colonizers. They couldn't get rid of the South Africans. They ain't want to give up that beautiful land.
Man, that land, ain't it beautiful?
Oh yeah.
And they make it seem like, oh, Africa is a wasteland. No, it's not. It's beautiful. It's beautiful over there. That's why I said if I can get a good remote job that'll allow me to work overseas, I'm so tired of this. This over here is just like it's overpriced. Everything is just overpriced and
Now I
just
was told that the U.S. and been telling like Tanzania and some of them not to let us over there because we're criminals and thieves. So they're trying to stop us from going over there.
I'm so sick of this. Judge this. I'm so ready for him to judge this. I know people be like, you're not supposed to wish judgment because I'm like, look,
Who says? Well, that's in the Bible. Who not supposed to wish judgment? That's
judgment.
justice.
Because they lying. They forever lying and they the thieves and the monsters. That's what I tell
Some
you, man.
Psalm 109, Sister E. Psalm 109. That's in the Bible. I can't pray Psalm 109.
I'm definitely praying Psalms 109 because
Yeah.
these folks, I mean, it's evil. They are the monsters.
Oh yeah.
They
But they
are,
call themselves Christians now.
man, them forefathers can all were a bunch of and I'll say it, the forefathers of this nation were evil to
Yep.
the core.
Yep.
There was nothing godly about this nation, the
Nope.
building of this nation, anything about this nation. Everything about this nation is ungodly.
Exactly.
I don't care about what nobody say. It's ungodly.
It's the devil.
Definitely. They built it on their demonic system.
Yep.
For people walking around here saying America is a Christian nation, America is a demonic nation.
Oh yeah.
And the Most High is slowly but surely showing us how this nation operates.
Yep. A good description of it would be it's a Catholic nation. Oh, but we're Protestant. You're still the daughter of Catholicism.
Man, please. These were the same people that put our people in captivity, period.
Yep.
All of them.
Yep.
All of them. In the name of their God. Because our God, I'm going to just say this, and I'm going to say it like this. Their God and our God are two different gods. The God of this nation is not the God of the Bible.
Nope.
Our
But
God,
they kept teaching us the slave Bible though.
to worship their God. Man,
Yep.
they can kick rocks. Like I said, Most High.
I remember many times, Sister E, I was in ministry and I would be like, but the Bible does say is this, but the church does this, and the Bible, has Passover, but they have Easter, and I was so confused because they would always come up with some excuse. Or, back then they told you stay out of the Old Testament, so I couldn't do any comparison because I was too dumb to go read I mean, I read parts of it, but I didn't really like have understanding, right?
Yeah.
And they're nothing but devils. The whole system is demonic,
It
you
is.
know.
Including they demonic churches. That's why I'm like, man,
Yeah,
please. Y'all churches are just as demonic as y'all.
yeah. But
Church.
they got the steep,
Hmm.
you know, occult, bat ball. It's all over the place, but we didn't know. I'm like, what we gonna do? We descendants of slaves. We ain't know no better.
We did. This is why. That's why he covered us in the midst of our ignorance because we
Yeah,
didn't know.
yeah,
But they knew. That's what's so sad. Like
yeah,
man, evangelicalism, that whole Eurocentric Christianity is garbage
yeah.
because it was steeped on oppression in the name of God.
Exactly.
In the name of God.
But that's why I was sort of surprised to see the Africans waking up to it. It's just that they're throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
I'm gonna tell you something. These colonizers got a. These colonizers is just they got some. Ooh, Most High is not pleased. But the thing is, right before Most High judges a nation, He sends Israel to tell them to get right. And that's all He's doing. He woke us up to do a work. We've done our work, and I really believe we've done. I ain't gonna say we're at a point of completion because we're not, but I think it's getting ready to shift. We did exactly what He asked us to do, as far as wake our people up, bring them, turn them back to the Most High, let them know who they are. I think we're done. I ain't gonna say we're done, but I think we've done what He asked us to do. And now you notice that we're shifting to talk about what's coming.
Yeah.
Because one of the things we did was we warned the nations of what they did to repent. And then every time in the Bible, it hits a pinnacle point in the Bible where God is no longer talking about bringing people to repentance. He's getting ready to judge them.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's where we're going. That we're no longer telling these nations to repent because their hearts are hardened.
Yep.
Right now, we're saying, okay, judgment is coming. I really believe that. And I'm not prophesying. I'm not a prophet, but I think judgment is coming because the season of opening the door for repentance has shut for some of these nations.
Yep, it is. It's over. That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna say much anymore. It's like you say, it's done. It's sealed.
Pretty
You
much.
know. So, Sister E, J Jack said Alton was saying today that no Israelites were on the slave ships today. That's ignorance talking, right? Because Alton don't know anything. He's uneducated, and
Keywords.
I,
She said
I I I used to think he was just a beta male, which he is, but I
he's
think he's slow too. I think he's slow.
keyword. You said Alton said right there. I was like, oh, okay. Alton is a little slow. He a little short bus. That's
Yeah,
how
I,
he is.
I I think he a little slow though.
A little slow. Yeah, a
I'm
lot.
trying to be I'm trying to be nice.
I ain't being nice to none of them. I think these niggas an inch. They all act like a bunch of. I don't even understand, but he is slow. Alton is very, 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 very slow. Alton says stuff and don't even have proof. Nigga, you opened your raggedy mouth to say it was no Israelites on the ship. Prove it. And nigga
Yes.
ain't prove nothing.
And
He's a
that's the funny thing. Those Christians over there don't ask them to prove nothing. They all just throw stuff out of their mouth and people believe them. I'm like, okay, whatever. But
Dante.
we gotta bring the history, the DNA, everything.
Oh, I want all of them to prove that they Hamites. I want Berean to prove that he a Cushite. How about that? I'm finna say this on the air, and I hope he get wind of it. Prove you a Cushite. Just like you want us to prove that we Shemitic, prove that you a Cushite. I want every single one of them to prove to me. And don't give me the area and the region far based off DNA. Oh, we came from Nigeria. Nigeria was a multitude of people. I want you to prove that your genetic line directly ties to
Yep.
that person.
But look, I believe that Berean know he an Israelite.
Man, that nigga said he a Cushite. I said, so you
Yeah.
Ethiopian? When
You
I
see,
said that Somalian, those are the Cushites, Ethiopians and
yep.
Somalians. So you're saying you're Somalian or you're Ethiopian. These folks open their mouth and call themselves tribes, and you just be like, I seriously doubt you're a Cushite.
Yeah, he just playing the role because he getting paid, saying he's a hard A Christian and he a Cushite and going along with the status quo because that's how he make his living, right? But he don't believe that. I could tell he don't believe it. He
Now
know he a Israelite, but
go through your DNA. Go through your DNA. Prove you're a Cushite. I
yeah,
want all of them to prove that they Cushites, just like y'all wanted us to prove. Man, please.
exactly.
DNA test will be.
But he'll deny it to the grave. He'll deny it to the grave. I ain't no Israelite. And hit the desk and convince people. But he look, I believe he believe that. I know he know he an Israelite. He
That's why
just
I
doing
think
it for the money.
that's they getting off easy because they be saying the dumbest stuff sometimes. I haven't, like I said, listen lately. But what I heard here recently, they say dumb stuff, and people just let them slide by, and I just be like, ain't nobody asking the true questions. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
They just say anything, and I just be like, oh man, please. I say just let them think what they want to think. If they think they
Yeah.
let them think they Cushites. If they think that Israelites are just heathens, let them think it. I'm at a point right now, like whatever they think of you, let them think it and move on. Some of them folks be up there arguing with them. I be like, why? Just let them think what they gonna think and move on.
I think some of the people over there just like to
Trump.
debate the same thing over and over. I don't think they're trying to convince anybody of anything. I just think they like to debate because it's they've been on that treadmill for 4 years now. Ain't nothing happening.
Man, please. I be looking at them like that's it. I don't know. Yeah, they've been over there for a while arguing, going back and forth about who is what they don't believe, who is who. I just be like, well, I'm kind of good. You can call me whatever. I know who I am, though.
Yeah. And then, that whole technique of gaslighting. Oh, you don't understand what you're reading. It doesn't say that. Remember the whole time they were saying there were no black Jews in West Africa, but now they admitting that there were black Jews, right? I'm like, come on. I ain't never heard not one of them apologize and say I was wrong, but they say, oh, yeah, you can't say there's no black Jews.
Man,
Y'all was
please.
saying that before.
They have said no. They have amnesia. Like the things that I have said, and they try to turn it back on me. And I was like, but I did say earlier that I believe X, Y, and Z. So why do y'all play these things back? But I never like the stuff that they do. I just be like, y'all hear what y'all want to hear, and then y'all what y'all don't hear, y'all. It's like monkey see, monkey do. Or,
Yep.
like
Yep.
hear no evil, see no evil, whatever. They all special over there. I laugh at it now. It used to irritate me a little bit, but I laugh at it now because I'd be like, y'all spend more time talking about it. I think this is the first time I've ever talked about them, but they spend more time talking about us.
I
Because I
know.
know out of the 185 that's sitting out here, probably about 30 of them are Berean spies. These ninjas are spies. That's what's so
Yep.
crazy. Like, you're spying. Like, wow. Like, that's your job? You're spying on us? I
And
mean,
you and you know how they're not serious about the intellectual pursuit of truth because you got people like Abu who come on there who try to act like he's intellectual, who's really shouldn't be a part of this conversation whatsoever. But then he acts like he's in it for the academic pursuit. But then, he really just goes down his own path and makes stuff up as he goes and try to talk all intellectual when in reality he's full of it.
he's a good
You know?
wordsmith. He's a good wordsmith. He's a good. I give him that. He's a good wordsmith. He can hustle you with those words and finesse the mess out of you.
Yep.
Cause I mean, he. That's just how he is. He's a con artist, and I know he's gonna talk about it, which I'm fine with. I'm unbothered about. But he is a wordsmith, and
Exactly.
and these people would. I mean, it's just. I just laugh at them now. You got to. I tell people you have to be at a place where you're at peace in who you are, and nobody can move you off your square, and you got to stay there.
Yeah.
And the biggest win for them is the day that I would ever denounce who I am. Oh, that would be a win. If I ever got on the live and say I'm no longer Israel, that's the win. That we deny who we are.
Yep.
Every day we stand and we say we're Israel is a day that makes them irritated. That's why I'm just like, I'm gonna keep throwing my Israel flag up. I'm Israel, period. And
And,
keep it
and
moving.
and just think how many people have heard "We Israel" now that Kanye talking. I ain't a fan of Kanye, but I'm just saying
Man, that's what's so funny.
it's
Like,
global now.
it's global. Like this dude is giving he's giving the best publicity in the world.
Yeah. Even though I think that like I said, the target gonna be on our back, but at least all the Israelites gonna hear they Israel.
But you know what? I've had people who I never would assume that thought we were Israel. I've had a bunch of black people, a lot. That's what trips me out. Like y'all not gonna stop this. Because I've had people that denied it and now come back to me and say, we Israel.
Oh yeah, all they got to do is just take a day and look at the evidence. They'll be convinced.
A lot of black people are starting to say that now.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've had, like, it's a lady that I know here. She said, because we were doing something for work and I was gonna call. I said, well, I'll call. No, I was gonna call. It wasn't about work, but I was gonna call her on Saturday. Black lady I work with. She said, nope, I'm not. I don't answer my phone because I practice Sabbath. And I was like, wow, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of black people that think they're Israel. That know
That's
they're Israel.
great.
Like,
I
I'm like,
love it.
the work is done. And those that couldn't reach just because of what Kanye has done, if anything, is gonna make people look into it.
Yeah, and one valid thing they said, like some of the ones who support Kanye said, they never said he's a liar. They
Correct.
just said he was anti-Semitic, but they never said he lied.
Correct. My daughter's really over there laughing at something. Madison, Madison, you are really loud. This this New York small apartment is something else. But yeah, he is. Yeah, you're right. Wow, he doing something. I believe the Most High's hand is in this. His
Oh
hand is
yeah,
all
I
in
mean,
it.
I do believe that the Most High can use whoever He will, right? I'm just not convinced that Kanye's motives is legit and for us, right? I think because he's never that I've seen denied all of the blasphemous stuff he's done in the past and repent publicly about it. Maybe it's not my place, but if I'm gonna think you're okay, and then you need to at least have a true repentance that the world can see, because the world saw your blasphemy, you know.
But you're right. I just thought about that. They have never denied the fact that he says we are
Yeah.
people of the book. They calling out everything else, but I have yet to hear him. I've yet to see them challenge him on it.
Yeah, they don't want to bring the attention to it, right? Well,
Yeah.
prove you're the people, prove it, and then everybody gonna start looking. They don't want to do that.
Oh no, that'll open up a whole can of worms.
Yeah,
That's why they didn't got quiet. They trying to shut him down. They calling out all the other stuff. So so they start, pointing to everything else but what the other part of his statement.
yeah.
Somebody said, so who do you guys believe the 12 tribes chart? Do you believe so who you guys believe the 12 tribes chart? I can't stand, but I guess he's saying, do we believe? No, we do not believe in that chart. So
No,
we
no, we
don't.
do not believe the 12 tribes chart.
Correct. So that's interesting. And there we go, right there. Some folks watching. Like I said, people are watching. Because
Yeah,
y'all just recently had a live. Y'all had like 1,000 people watching y'all. I said, man, word is getting around fast. Like, because y'all used to have like 500 people watching y'all. Y'all done bumped up to where y'all got over 1,000 people. I don't know how long y'all been here, but y'all got over 1,000 people watching y'all.
but you notice the subscriber count stays the same.
Yes. They for subscriber numbers.
Does that make any sense?
Yes, I've had people to tell me from Clubhouse, I sub for your channel, I sub for your channel, I sub for your channel, and my number never changes.
Exactly. Yep.
Like, wow. And I've had people to say that they've unsubbed, that they've been unsubbed.
Say Sister Ease. Ease. So how do you know who modern day Israel is? Are you new?
That is a troll, but let him troll on. Whatever that is.
Maybe they new to the awakening, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not even finna. I'm so tired. When people ask me stuff like that, I'd be like, go back and listen to everybody's YouTube channel.
That's it. That's it. That's all you got to do. Go watch the videos on everybody's channel.
Yes, that's why I'm like, not even finna get into that. I guess I'm at peace. I'm like, I'm cool with it. I think a
Yeah.
lot of us say at peace right now. And people think we're not fighting because we ain't fighting because we're like, for what? The
Look,
information is out there, the conversations are out there. The thing that kind of messed them up is, well, prove it. And when we had Cohen Hamadishi on here, He's a tribal leader saying we the people. I'm like, okay, so what's next?
Yeah. Yep. Then you got the Obadiah Alliance.
Yes, yes. And then you, man, please. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, I'm finna chill and enjoy my YouTube channel until they shut me down. So,
Yeah. I'm just sitting here waiting for the Exodus. That's it. I don't care about none of that stuff because I mean it's getting too dark out there, and I'm not fighting that. I mean I do what I got to do, but you know I can't.
yeah, it's not, it's, I guess we've been fighting for some years now. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't even feel like fighting with these folks no more. For what?
Yeah. And then in the beginning it was okay to like try to prove who we are, because we were doing the research ourselves. Now we're all convinced, 1,000% convinced, right? I'm like, you know, we don't need to prove nothing no more, you know.
Correct. And the rest of y'all ninjas, if y'all don't believe it, that's fine.
Exactly.
I'm not out here trying to recruit nobody.
Nope.
I ain't trying to prove nothing. We done had these conversations, and
Yep.
y'all still gonna argue with us. I'm like, I'm good.
Between
No,
between all these channels, us, Dante, Benaya, you, Kelly, and we go on and on all these channels with evidence of who we are. I'm like, you asking those type of questions? No, that's 4 years ago. We ain't proving nothing no more. If
please.
you want to know, go search.
You should have caught us 4 years ago. But like,
Yep.
these people you meet now is just like, all right, well, go look
Yep.
at the video.
Exactly.
Somebody said Sister E became chill lately. I actually have, because I'm like, fighting. Why am I fighting with these folks about my identity?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's crazy to me. Like, why am I arguing with y'all about who I am? If you don't think you who you are, that's fine. But why
Yep.
am I trying to defend my own identity? I've got to a place now where I'm just like, you can think whatever you want to think. I'm
Because
gonna.
you got to prove to me, because I don't believe you. Well, don't believe me.
That's it. I think you're a Hamite. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
I think you're a Cushite. Okay.
Yep.
It doesn't. I'm not gonna lose any sleep. Like, I'm
Mm-mm.
still gonna wake up. I'm still gonna go to bed saying I am Yasharel and wake
Yep.
up saying I'm Yasharel. You ain't
Exactly.
strange. And that's what trips me. I'm like, are they trying to convince us or trying to convince themselves?
They're trying to convince themselves because a lot of them live in file. That's what it is. And if they see that we woke up to who we are and them prophecies coming to pass, then God is real and it ain't no playtime in church no more.
Man, please. That's why I'm like, I'm finna put my sword up. I'm done fighting.
Yep.
My sword's so tucked in my closet right now. It's like I can't find it. Not a literal sword, saints. My fight that I used to have. It's like I don't even have that fight no more. Like, why get on these panels, argue with a pack of individuals, ninjas, that want to just make you just bow down to who they think you are? Why am I gonna bow down to what another man is telling me who I am? Come on now. I'm good. I'm good. But like I said, I think they're trying to convince themselves. They're not really trying to convince us. They trying to convince themselves. So like, carry on. That's why these new people that's got all this fight, I'd be like, continue on.
That's
I'm not
it.
fighting no more. I'm
Nope.
not.
And we ain't got to prove nothing no more. The evidence is there. Too
Yes,
much of it.
yes. So much is going on right now. Y'all still arguing about this 400-year prophecy. I'm like, okay. You can believe what you want to believe. 400
That's
year
it.
prophecy is here. And
Yep.
Jesus,
I'm just ready to leave. I think we all are. I just want out. My heart is yearning to leave.
I'm finna make them even mad. Jesus is black. Oh, Israelites is black. Why am I even arguing with y'all anymore? Just
Yep.
like that was a, oh, they get mad when you say, how do you know he was a man of color? Black ain't nowhere.
Yep.
Well, he looked like us.
Yep. Exactly.
Um, I'll go play that back. How about that? That's how I am. Like, play that on back. Like I said, I'm in a peaceful place, and the scary part of this peaceful. I ain't gonna say scary part, but the peaceful place is sometimes the calmest before the storm comes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh Lord,
Yeah.
why is it you got us? Because a lot of us are thinking the same. Like, why fight anymore? I mean, Dante, he fight different though. He
Yeah.
fight different, but a lot of us have kind of pulled back from these arguing with these folks on these channels of who we are, proving who we are, the Spanish Inquisition, the Limba saying that they the people, Igbo even being considered to be the people. It's like we're over it now. We're over it.
Remember back in the days, Steve, when I said, just wait and watch. They're gonna see all the evidence prove true and all of the prophecies come to pass, and where we at right here. Just like
Correct.
we ain't gotta say nothing no more. If you got sensitive eyes and ears, you can see that everything is coming to pass.
Correct. But I think, like I said earlier, they're trying to convince themselves.
Yeah. Yep.
We cause it's a paradigm shift. We're impacting their comfy church
Oh
pews,
yeah.
sitting in church. We're disrupting their norm.
Yep. Because
And
think about it, most of the churches are entertainment centers,
yep,
and then they're employers, right? They employ a lot of people, so they got to keep the engine going, and they got to keep the people happy and entertained. You know.
some of these folk walking around here in love with the teachings of the European doctrine.
Yep.
It's just shaking that foundation. It's just they want to make it go away, make it go away, make it. Well, we ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
So
As a matter of fact, we're growing.
correct. When I tell you, I have people say, you Israel, do you really? And they ain't even crazy. You know how you see the crazy people? These are normal, everyday, working class Black Americans saying, you know, and they'll say little things like, they'll say little indicators like shalom or
Yeah.
little things, and you'll just be like, what? And it's like, and
You know what we should do? We should have a day where all of the Israelites wear a Kwam Yasharala shirt.
when I tell you, it would set the game off. It would set the game off because it's Black people that we, like Berea said, their biggest fear is the Black people that's in the church.
Yeah. Yep.
My number's growing right now. I'm up to 200 people. The niggas is watching. I'm finna keep talking, but their biggest fear is the Black people that are sitting behind on the pews that think they're Yasharal.
Yep.
That's their fear.
There's a lot of them too.
Man, so many people in the church. That I mean, I've seen posts on my Facebook page of people that I grew up with in church. They're saying Yasharal and all that, and I'm like, wait a minute, what you know do is Israel?
Yep.
Somebody I grew up with, I've known for years that go to church, and she said, I'm reading Deuteronomy. We the people. I'm like, what? I'm like, y'all can't. That's every day something happens where I'm just like, y'all can't stop this awakening. Y'all can come for my name, and I can be silent and don't have to say anything else. You can be silent and come for your name. You ain't got to say nothing else. Dante, it ain't gonna stop it now. It's at a place where it's not gonna stop.
Yep.
I mean,
They can't. It's a God thing. Didn't we say that? Look, if it is, then it wasn't of God. But if it is God, you fighting against God. And look, it's growing.
It's growing. I mean, like I said, it's people that I see them have like like I said, I see little indicators. Somebody will say something to me, or I saw this one guy and Black guy, and he had on what did he have on? I think he had those tzitz on, and I know him from when I used to work with him in the past. And I said, wait, hold on, it's spreading. It's spreading. I knew then. I said, yeah, this is getting fast. It's moving much faster than it was when we were in it.
Yep.
When we were in it. I mean, like I said, the lady I met in New York that I work with, she said, I don't do any work on the Sabbath, so please don't call me. I said, don't worry, I'm not gonna call you. See, I practice the Sabbath. And I was like, wow. People practicing feast days. And I'm seeing people do little things, and I'm just like, this right here is sticking.
Yep.
And it ain't going nowhere. I don't care how much y'all try to attack our names, try to attack us. Y'all can actually make us all shut our page down. Guess what's gonna happen? It's still gonna have that moment.
Yeah, exactly. It's too late.
It's way too late. It's out there now. I don't care how many smear campaigns. That's what trips me out now. I'm like, continue on with the smear campaigns because the more you do smear campaigns, people come to our pages.
Yep. Did you notice a lot of the urban apologist channels viewerships have gone down, down, down?
Correct.
People figuring out they liars now.
I mean, after old girl said on June 3 that David was a rapist, I'm like,
Exactly. That's like I had one guy tell me that he used to watch us over there debating on Berean show, and he was like, "Yeah, I could tell who was telling the truth, and it wasn't them. Y'all were telling the truth." You
correct,
know, they were like, "That's why I ain't never stayed over there."
correct. Like this is they didn't. I don't think they expect. I'm gonna say this. Berean warned them. Berean said, "Y'all, this ain't what y'all think. This is moving fast. Y'all better do something about this." He kept trying to get them to do. They was well. It's too late now.
Yep.
It's it's too late, especially now with Kanye cutting up the way he cutting up. Definitely too late because it's all on the media.
Yep. But
I'm
see, the
like,
persecution coming though. That be ready for that. You know.
yeah, that's coming. I'm finna
Yeah.
go. I'm finna go hide in my mama's house. I'm just joking.
I mean, what you gonna do with all these Negroes waking up? You
Put us
know.
all in one camp.
Yep.
That's why I'm looking like, are they going? Because this whole thing with them screaming, if you say you, it's gonna get to the point where they're gonna say, if you say you Israel and you black,
Yep.
that's anti-Semitic.
Yep. Exactly.
But you're gonna have some of these Negro church folk that's gonna snitch on us. They already snitching on us.
Oh yeah. Oh
They
yeah.
already snitching.
There's always a Judas.
Oh, and that's a lot of them. I'm
Yep.
like, look at that Judas.
Yep.
Berea's panel is full of Judases.
Oh
They would
yeah.
all sell us out.
Oh yeah.
Including Berea.
Yep.
They would sell us out to the highest bidder. That's why I'd be like,
Yep.
but that's what hurts me because he used to be really cool. Like, dude, you had the best channel. Like, folks could come and freely talk. Man, please, them Negro
Yeah.
preachers and
If it was fairly run and you know he handled it balanced and didn't have these ad hominem attacks and stuff, he'd be a lot bigger today.
but that's all it is them Negro preachers standing in the
Hmm.
back like y'all you got to shut this down. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on now. Come on. But I love it. They can't stand me. Oh, they can't stand me. And I love what they don't realize is when I'm hated by people, it doesn't bother me.
Oh no.
I
You
be
know I don't care.
I be like I love haters. Like I love a good hater. I love a fan base. I don't
Yeah.
even bother me. But I know I'm hated. I know I'm hated over there, which is fine. I know I'm hated by a couple of people, but it doesn't bother me at all. I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna keep having craziness going on this channel because you know my channel even has gotten like fun. Like I'm like, come on, let's have a conversation. Because why? Why argue anymore with a bunch of people that don't believe what we believe
Exactly.
and try to convince them? Because ultimately, again, I'm gonna say this: they're not trying to convince us; they're trying to convince themselves.
Yep. And they're trying to stop the hemorrhaging, right? Because
Yes.
the churches are losing a ton of people and they can't stop it.
Yep.
But they're fighting against the Most High. They don't believe the prophecies. I mean, the prophecies say that this was going to happen. Oh, what prophecies? Oh, there ain't no 400 years. Oh, but you can't explain none of those scriptures, though, can you? Okay.
I just look at them and shake my head like politicking. Because a lot of they church members now are saying that they Israel. Like I said, I've had conversations with people I came up with. Do you know we Israel? Like, nigga, do you follow me on YouTube? You know we Israel. You
Oh
know
yeah.
we people of the book. I'd be like,
Yeah, don't be surprised, sister. You're gonna have a whole bunch of people watching, a whole bunch of new people ever since Kanye said that. Like I say, I'm not saying that God can't use Kanye. I'm just saying Kanye, I don't believe is on our side. That's
I
all I'm
agree. I agree, but the very thing he doing is gonna make people start looking for
saying. Yeah.
that information.
Yep.
Because now mainstream is getting a hold to this. Stop real. And now they're asking questions of, wait a minute, why is Kanye saying we the people?
Exactly.
Go ahead, read that Bible. When you read that Bible, you're gonna be like, what?
Yep. Yep.
So, but let these folks saying that, no, the reason we going through what we going through is because of sin. What? So you telling me my ancestors on that boat? Really? I ignore. It's funny to me.
Yeah.
Their way of trying to find logic in it. Like you can't find logic in God's will. It's just God's will. And it's not your logic. It's his logic. But, well, I'm getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah, me too, Sister E.
All right, bro. Thank you for coming on. Love you
All
much.
right. Love you. Good talking to you.
We're talking to you as well.
Bye.
All right, family. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. I got 200 people watching, so we'll see what's gonna be the outcome. The only thing I received, let me see. Only thing I received from watching Breath. Oh, Todd, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Oh, all right, family. I'm getting ready to go to bed. Frankston got sleepy. Rio is cutting up. Ange, I told you, either you or Brew Queen, I'm sending Rio to y'all. Anybody want a 7 month? He's 8 months, y'all. Rio is officially 8 months. Anybody want an 8-month-old Cocker Spaniel? He weighs 40. I think he probably weighs about 40 pounds now. He big now. He harassing me because he been at home. Well, we've been at home all day today, me and him. So me, him, and Madison off and on. I actually had to leave today, but he shall have a house full of people tomorrow. So I'm gonna be working from home. I'm tired, y'all. So I'm getting ready to go to bed. Angela, I'm sending Rio to you. But y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good one, and y'all have a blessed one. Y'all be careful out here. Um, make sure you guard your ears and your spirit with the things like today was just ridiculous what we heard today. So let's just be careful, family, of the things that we watch and the people that we follow. Because everybody who say they Israel ain't Israel. Let's be careful on that one. But I am getting ready to go to bed. Good night. Much love. Thank y'all for watching me. Thank y'all for following me. For those who are not following me, please do. If you don't want to follow me, that's fine as well. But y'all have a blessed evening and get some rest. All right. Good night, family.